tell us about getting the role of Pete.
I was in Burbank with a friend of mine, John Putch, and Peter called me and he's like, this is how I talk with Brother Peter. He talks like this. This is my imitation of Peter. And his imitation of me is this. He makes me a crazy person. So he said, there's this part coming up, and he's a grown-up in the show. He's a grown-up. And Peter Green, is that his name? Green. Who's the producer?
Peter West?
No, Green. There's got to be a Green.
Peter Green.
No, not Peter Green.
Peter Green. A producer named Peter? Besides your brother?
Yeah. Maybe not Peter. There was a producer.
Okay.
And I have to look. I mean, there must be like 100,000 producers.
There were quite a few. I mean, you had John Lennox.
Stargate.
This will be a while.
No, wait, hold on. I'm dying here.
STARGATE SG-1 producer. Hell, stand by, everybody.
How many producers do you think are listed? Trivia.
I would think over the course of 10 years, 20, 25.
Higher. One more guess.
36.
Wow. 38.
Yeah, there's another connection to that. That's how long the wormhole can stay open.
Yeah, but also like Robert Cooper is a co-executive producer.
Right, exactly.
You know, he's Michael Greenberg.
Oh, Michael. Absolutely. Yeah, Rick's business partner through Gecko Film Corp.
So Michael said to Peter, "What about your brother?" And Peter said, I don't know. I'll call him. We'll see. So he called me and he said, would you, Michael, said your name. And I said, well, why didn't you say my name? Why didn't you put my name in the freaking hat? Like, what? Little brother complained. We all have nepotism in our family. Like, Michael and Peter did Sequest, and I did an episode with my dad.
Yep.
And we, go back and forth. When I was doing Third Rock, all of them came and did an episode. So that happened. So, all right, I threw Peter under the bus a little bit. But, so they say you're going to be Amanda Tapping's old boyfriend come back, right? And I was like, okay. So Will Waring directed the first episode that I did,
Chimera.
But Peter came to me and he goes, "Do you you have to act like a grown up?" And I was like, "I have 2 kids, a mortgage, a thing. Like, I am a grown up, Peter." He just sees me as his little brother kind of thing.
Well, you're stepping into his playpen.
Yeah, I know. And but yes, the best possible way. You know what I mean? Like, I will give you,
right.
A shiny other DeLuise on set.
He's giving you crap.
He really wanted me to be a grown up. So I went and I did it. And I had some very, grown up scenes with Amanda in bed talking about things, and her not 100% giving me all the information about her job. And not until, and I did the show and everybody was so nice and great. And I get to shoot guns and do stuff and, kiss her.
Kiss
I've
her.
got a great story about making out with Amanda, which I say sometimes in my cameos. I do cameos on the app. And I do things for fans, and I tell this story about making out with Amanda Tapping. So, but my wife will hear it. I'll tell the story in a second, and then I'll give you her reaction.
Okay.
And it just was so much fun. I had such a great time. And I'll just be very open with you guys that was a very hard time for me personally, because that's when I was getting out of not being married anymore. So while this situation was happening where I was starting to be a part of Stargate, I was kind of finding my own footing in my own life, right? So I got, when you're an actor, you get free clothes. You get to keep the clothes.
The cowboy boots story.
But Pete Shanahan was given boots.
That's right.
He wore these boots, and I still have those boots. I've resold them and done that. I don't even know. you probably know how long ago that was. I mean, what was that?
Season 7 was 2003.
So, wow, it was a long time ago.
It's a long time ago, man.
You want to do the math and tell me how long ago that was?
So it's 18 years. But I love this story because I remember
my back hurts. Oh.
I remember you telling me that, you know, about the boots and how they make you a little taller and stand your back up straight.
A little taller, but when you put on boots, and I think that this happens maybe a little bit with the women and the high heels or something. I don't know. I just felt manly. I felt like I got my mojo back, you know.
Hello, phone.
Yeah, will you hold on 1 second?
Yeah.
And it's just I have an answering machine, David, and I have to. Let me see. Hey, hi. I'm doing this interview thing. I'll call you after. Okay. Sorry. So the reason I did that is because I have an old. I'm back, everybody. I have an old school answering machine at this house. It's something called a landline. It's not, you know, through the air. And I love it because remember when we were like a long time ago, we used to leave the house and then come back and we'd be like hours hours later, someone called me.
I have to check my messages.
To what they say. It's so fun, you know. So I didn't know I did that. So the experience of working with Amanda was amazing. I'll just tell
but before you jump to that,
yeah,
one of the things that I remember you talking about with me and Christopher was that Chimera, this episode, came at a time, but like you were saying with your marriage, came at a time in your life when you said, I was starting to get David back.
Yeah.
You know? And it really strengthened you at that time. And I thought that was such a good story.
Yeah. It was very empowering. And even though I complained that Peter didn't pick me for Pete Shanahan, I really appreciated the fact that I got to work on that show. And it made a big difference in my life to be a part of this wonderful thing. And there was a beat where Amanda and I go out and we go dancing at like this old kind of retirement thing. Yeah. And we go back. Oh, no, you know what? That is that. But there was another moment where my character is bringing her to the house. And I'm just like lost in her eyes, you know. And listen, when you do comedy, you embellish.
Yeah.
You throw stuff out there, right? But when you're doing dramatic stuff, usually you stay right on point with what's happening, you know? So I had this moment where I'm looking in her eyes and I'm supposed to leave. And you know, we have this like chemistry moment thing. And I just said, have I left yet? And it stayed in. It was funny, but it was that genuine moment as an actor where I wasn't thinking about anything other than being in the moment with her.
Thanks for watching this clip from Dial the Gate. You can find the full live stream shows on our YouTube channel or visit dialthegate.com for the complete schedule. See you on the other side.